Hello, 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 everybody. Can y'all see what is going on here? I got all types of stuff going on in the background here, but that's okay. I wanted to make sure that I was able to get your messages out. The Orisha Pataki. The Orisha Pataki. So, this is your Orisha Pataki Trauma Tarot Thursdays, and I got my good Dragon's Blood Sage out here with me. I'm hoping y'all can hear me well. I'm hoping that everything is going well. Come on in, invite your friends. Invite your friends. We are on for Trauma Terror Thursday. We're gonna get this sage burning the way I need it to burn. Cause let me tell you, we are here for it. And y'all see at the bottom, we got Orisha oil right there, that five of swords energy. So we're gonna see what's up with this lowerness. Folk out here fighting and whatnot. Y'all see me with my little shit. But yeah, so welcome to the Orisha. Cause I'm gonna pull these cards, I'm gonna shuffle these cards. But welcome to Trauma Terror Thursday. So I said I was gonna do Trauma Terror Thursdays because I want folk to move through their trauma. And if you're not doing it in a healthy advantage point, I'm going to go ahead and clear this deck. Then what I want to do is get you some messages that can help you out. Yeah, y'all see me clearing my deck. Getting my sage burning and lit the way it's supposed to. It ain't want to give me a good fire, but I'm going to work with it. We're going to work with it. We're going to work with it. You don't want to leave your sage sitting in the sand for too long. To where, that glass. Yeah, because if you don't know, glass is made from sand, y'all. You heat it up, it turns colors and solidifies. Yeah, neither here nor there. But when you sit your sage in white sand, sometimes it makes it burn a little awkwardly. So to get a good fire roasted burn on it, you gotta light and blow. I know that sounds crazy, but here we go. I wanted to make sure I got that nice dragon's blood aroma all over these cards. And this is what I said at the bottom of the deck. We got the five of swords already. I pulled the deck out and we cleansing it. We're going to cleanse it. I always make sure I cleanse my cards before I bring them to y'all. So we're going to bring them. We're going to go ahead and shuffle these bad boys. We're going to go ahead and get you your Orisha Tarot messages. Y'all see me with the Orisha Tarot messages. So for those who don't know, you want to always make sure you shuffle your cards in the right direction. Otherwise, you end up mixing them up. So you always want to make sure you shuffle them in the upright, going into each other, because you want that energy to flow. So thank you. Thank you, Orisha. Thank you, ancestors, spirit, God. I want to know what's up with the Trauma Tarot Thursday. Tell me what the collective, look at that already. Eight of Swords, y'all, already. Eight of Swords then came out. So I'm going to move and create a little bit of space for us. I didn't change locations. Absolutely. I'm sitting in a more comfortable space, as you can see. We want to make sure that we get you your Trauma Tarot messages. So we got the Eight of Wands. We got the Eight of Wands. Some of y'all out here in some victorious stuff. So tell me, some more messages, ancestors. What we got? Page of Wands. Page of Wands is what we got out here. I don't know if y'all can see that card as clear as I want y'all to, because the reflection and the light and whatnot. That's the Page of Wands right there. So we got the Page of Wands, Eight of Wands. We thinking a lot. What we thinking about, y'all? Three of Wands. Oh, we got a lot. We got a lot of thoughts going on here. There's some serious thinking going on here. A lot of this got to do with some offers, some good things occurring from what I can see. All right, let's see what else we got going on here with this Orisha Tarot for today. And yes, I got my yeah shirt on because I'm with it. It is Thursday. It is Shango's day. It is the day of the warriors. It is the day. Oh, we got the two of this. We got the two of this. We got some balance coming in, y'all. Some balance coming in. Let's see how many messages we got today out of the Orisha Tarot. We got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, y'all. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, I'm one of those people that say my W's. The Knight of Swords. I do that. Let's see what else we got going on. We got, today is Thursday. It is November 11th. So it's 11/11 and it's 2021. So with that being said, we got a lot of ones and twos and ones going on this particular day. So if you don't know about your numerology, get with it. So today, Page of Cups. So a person of mine recently informed me, I believe one is knowledge. So with 11/11, we got knowledge. And then with 2 and 1, I got to learn what 2 is, y'all. But I know it's balance. And this 5 of Swords that was at the bottom showed up, y'all. She showed up. All right. So Goddess Oya might have some things she needs to talk about. We got Abatala up in this piece. We got some Ogun up in here. We got some things going on. Is there something else we need to talk about for this Trauma Tarot Thursday? So far, we got 7 cards. 7 cards. Is there any more that I need to know? Is there some major arcana that's going to show up that we might need to help folk with for this Trauma Tarot Thursday? Because, you know, I'm out here with it. I'm out here for it. I just want us to be healed and well. If you don't know, now you know. Trauma Tarot Thursday, share it with your friends. Because I'm trying to told you. I want to know what's our energy for today. We live. We want folk to be well. Thank you. 11 is transformation. Thank you, Zen Vibe. Transformation. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Staging yourself on this day. So let's look at it. Thank you. Because, yeah. My homie gave it to me. I be getting a lot of donations, y'all. Okay. We got 3 cards that popped out. We got the Knight of Wands. This is like the whole deck of wands. The Sun and the 4 Swords showed up, y'all. So this is where we at. I'm recording a live. Thank you. What's going on? Okay. Go have a snack. Oh, sorry, y'all. Phone ringing. All types of stuff going on. Yes. All right. So, you know, it's and it's an in-service day, y'all. So it's 11/11. We got a lot of energy moving on this day. It's also I think they're celebrating Veterans Day today. Zen Vibe already told us it's transformation. So we looking at double transformation in this day. We looking at some balance, some duality going on, some roads that you can take. The 3 of Cups. Apparently there's some joint adventures going on. So I got 11 cards out here. We got 11 cards, and at the 11/11 mark, we're going to use them. And we'll even use this one at the bottom of the deck. The 12th card at the bottom of the deck is your 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'll even use that one as a 12th card just because some people like to have even numbers like myself. But out of the spirit of 11/11 for the day, we're going to start at the top. Excuse me. Bring me a water, please. Water, please. We're going to start at the top because, you know, we're going to start at the top. 8 of Wands. We're going to start at the top with this 8 of Wands because I be liking, I read. It's fundamental. So in the PATAKIS at the 8 of Wands, it says energy is abundant. When we are talking about the 8 of Wands, it is electric, charged, and requires harnessing to be put to use. In the Orisha traditions, it is believed that the Ashe permeates everything as it is primal energy that has been around since the moment of creation. When Ashe combines with something, sit it down on the floor, please. Thank you. When Ashe combines with something, look, hold on, I got to go back, right? It becomes modified to help bring out that thing's qualities. Stars burn in a sense because of how they manifest Ashe. Ashe can also be thought of as having a grace for something. For example, people would say that I have an ashe for divining. It is my nature to read cards, and when I let it flow, ashe plays a role in manifesting that skill. When we put our effort into something, we are adding our ashe to it. Community ceremonies are powerful because everyone puts their ashe into what is going on. All the energy they access combined with their skill brings a better outcome. In a sense, ashe itself is neutral until accessed. It is amoral and can be amplified for good or bad. We can curse ourselves by speaking negatively about our value, and in this way direct a destructive ashe at ourselves. So off top, it's about talking about, it's telling you what you're thinking about, right? So when it comes down to it, in divination, it says we need to question how the person is putting it to work. Are they focused and aligned, or hyper and unfocused? Ashe is a thing that can be dissipated and lost if it is not put to work. You have the energy for everything you are working on. The situation is overwhelming at times. If you don't know the outcome you hope for, nothing will happen. What talents do you have or need others to bring? So some solutions, it says, make a clear plan, take time to recharge, breathe slower, ask the Orisha to help you harness the flow of energy. So if you out here feeling all types of chaotic, well, that's what happened, bro. That's what happened. Some ashe started flowing in your direction, and you need to start figuring out what you're doing with it. That's what that one say. Let's talk about the Page of Wands. We're going to talk about the Page of Wands, because that's the next one that came out, y'all. Page of Wands. When we start something new, it's important to be aware that we do not know. Humility and patience can often open more doors than being pushy or arrogant. Becoming part of a community takes time and generosity of spirit on both sides. Here we meet someone who has undertaken some initiations with the Orisha. They are holding traditional components used in ceremonies to help align us with our Ori. So we done talked about ashe, and now we talking about the Ori, y'all. So some of y'all are starting to get in balance on this day. The necklaces that they wear say that they have come under the protection of godparents Orisha. At this stage, many people build relationships with the community that they have found. In doing so, they often discover both generosity and that human nature is the same everywhere. In starting our spiritual journey, it is important to understand the limits of spirituality. No community is perfect. The Orisha do not promise the Orisha do not promise we can be more than human. It falls to us, all of us, at all stages of our journey, to work on our character. So, flat out, Page of Wands. Let's see what you're supposed to get from your divination with this. I'm just gonna tell you off top, because this is the Orisha, right? It says this person is keen to learn and grow. They must be careful not to make themselves a pain to those they wish to learn from. No one owes them anything. Instead, they should come with generosity of heart and willingness to work. This attitude will open every door in time. A new start, a gesture that opens the roads to success, and hard work leads to promotion or evolution. So it sounds to me that, first of all, you got a spark. You're supposed to be doing something with your time. You're supposed to be making things happen out here. And now you out here planning on how you going to make it happen. But don't hold yourself up because you think you need to learn more about making it happen. That's all I'm getting from this. I'm just going to keep it pushing. Y'all, 3 of Wands. Because I'm telling y'all what they say right here on the screen. Because I'm not just giving it to you. I'm giving it to you. So the 3 of Wands. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Here we go. We increasing some territory. Some of y'all about to get some things. So territory could be the name of this card. It is a card where we have found the edge of what is ours and seek to expand it. It is not a card of conquest as much as it deals acquisitions and invention. Once the world was covered in water and the creator wanted to bring life to it, he sent Achanla or Akanla, it depends on how you want to enunciate it, to go and make land so that people could inhabit the earth. They descended from Arun, heaven, on a chain with a snail full of earth and a chicken. When they reached the bottom of the chain, they poured out the earth and the chicken began to scratch at it, spreading it around. In time, all the continents were made and life came to the earth. This creation story is told in many different ways under Orisha traditions, and different items are being brought down. My personal favorite includes a chameleon and an element of magic being brought brought into the world. They have left it in its simplest telling for clarity. So that's what this is, the simplest telling for clarity. So what it's saying is you already got an idea. You want to start to expand your territory, so it's time to start working that idea. So here's the divining. When we are reading this card, we should be looking at the ideas of innovation and expansion. However, much has been achieved already. It is just the beginning. Whatever is set in motion will go beyond the person's wildest dreams. Yet the work of getting there is like the chicken scratching in the dirt. Persistent effort over time. Too often people see the end goal but do not want to put in the effort or do the more meaningful tasks required to get there. Growth and success, plans that grow into something life-changing, a vision of things no one else thinks is possible. So there's somebody out here with a brilliant idea who's willing to go ahead and do all of the work for it. Do the work. Put it in, because it seems like success is right there. It's right on the edge. You got to start doing your work. You can't wait for somebody else to do it for you, but that's just my ad lib. I'm just saying. That's my ad lib. I got everybody calling me back right quick. I should have put my phone on silent. That's what happens when you make phone calls before you do a live. I'll call you right back, but that's not the point. So the two of this is the next one that's up. Two of this. Let me see if I got it in order. Swords, here we go. Two of this, y'all. Two of this. Because we're going to get through these cards. I got 12 of them to show you that's going on for your Trauma Terror Thursday. We're doing it from the laptop. Here's the two of this. Things are in constant motion with this card. Life and other people bring ups and downs that must be navigated carefully. It is a card of growth and expansion that yo-yos with the seasons, but overall is positive. Maywa is the ruler of a town. They are mysterious and kept many different forces under control with their magic. Because of this, people in town did not like or trust them. One day, a new person named Agiobi, I'm learning how to say these words, y'all. It's Ejiogbe, came to town. He was charming, fun, and quickly won people over. Soon, everyone suggested that Ijobi become the new ruler and created a plot to help him cheat in a contest of strength. Maywa accepted the challenge, not knowing what was in store for them. The contest involved cutting down a tree with a machete. Unfortunately, Maywa was given a dull blade to ensure that they would lose. And of course, in no time, Ijobi cut down his tree and won. Realizing what had happened, Maywa agreed to leave, but not before letting go of all the wicked forces that were previously contained. Death, sickness, loss, gossip, and war all came into the world that day. This was not enough for Maywa, who in one final act of revenge unleashed money into the world so that people would always fight over what things are worth. How about it? How about it? So let's talk about your divining, y'all. Things are precious for the person getting this reading. Circumstances and other people's capriciousness make things hard for them. If they want to succeed, they must focus on how to create more stability. This may involve more changes than they are excited to undertake. A younger person seeks what you have. Liars and cheaters in your business or community, profound and lasting power that others do not understand. Why are you helping the ungrateful? So apparently you've been getting all of these rewards of living life, and you was trying to go ahead and give them to somebody that don't deserve it. Don't be out here giving your stuff away, is what I'm getting. So let's talk about this Knight of Swords. Y'all, I be trying to keep it moving. I'm trying not to put too much of my stuff in it, because it sounds to me that there was a person who was being blessed, who has a brilliant idea, who's ready, and then you got folk telling you and setting you up and backstabbing you. That's cool, though. Don't let that keep happening, though. All right, so here we are with the Knight of Swords, y'all. The Knight is perceptive, keen, and understands patterns very well. They have the stamina for actions that require repetition. Though they may lack in seeing the big picture, they have a great grasp on day-to-day details and short-term plans. Learning the ceremonial procedure for butchering animals used in ritual is an important part of the religion. There is the need to care and proper handling of the carcasses so that no one gets sick. The Orishas also require that their part of the sacrifice be properly prepared. Knowing how to cut and break down an animal to both ends takes study, and getting it done in a timely manner is physically demanding job. In the past, it would often be the village butcher who was initiated and taught the art of killing and preparing the animals. As we move farther away from having contact with the animals we eat, this role becomes less desirable to people. The practice of sacrifice itself is often seen by outsiders as strange or disgusting. Yet when we live respectfully with the animals we eat, sharing with the Orishas is the obvious thing to do. I'm just going to say it. Here's the dividing, y'all. This card speaks to there being a right and wrong way to do things. While the task at hand may seem easy, there are risks to people involved if things are not handled correctly. Hard work will see you through. People count on you to do things others are unwilling to do. Focus so you do not hurt yourself. It's that simple. So again, somebody's out here trying to tell you not to do the thing the way you know to do the thing. You out here trying to believe them, and I'm telling you to leave them be. Let them have it. It ain't none of your business. How I get my life done. Here we go with the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups in the Tarot de Marciale, it is customary for the cup of this card to be covered, usually with a cloth of some sort. The cup contains something for sure, but what exactly is a mystery since we cannot peek inside. In this card, we see newly crowned priest Ayowa, or at least what we are allowed to see of them. During the first year and 7 days, the new priest is required to live apart from the world. This person has no name other than Ayowa, must wear all white, should not go outside after dark, touch other people, have their picture taken, or look in mirrors. Ayowo is often translated as bride of the Orisha, highlighting the intensity of the union between the person who is initiated and the spirits they receive. In reality, few people understand what it means to make this kind of commitment. It is a leap into the unknown, taken out of need or deep faith. In this way, the Ayowo peeks beneath the cloth on the cup by the irrevocably stepping into the initiation room. So here's your divining, y'all. You wanted to know what it was. Here it is. The person who finds this card in their reading is entering a time where things may be revealed. This is a blessing, but it may also feel like hardship. Once we look in the cup, we can no longer go back to seeing the world as we did. The coming time will remove naivety. Commitments are being asked of you. You can evolve if you are willing to do what is required. Choices made now will affect status down the road, and spirit is the best voice to listen to for advice. So if you popped onto this YouTube channel, you was like, what the what? Let me tell you, that's what the what is. Apparently, start from the beginning. You need to start having a conversation with spirit. Spirit already told you what to do, and you like, I don't know if I want to do it because so-and-so said to do it this way. And Spirit said, listen here, I ain't telling you to do what so-and-so said. I said do what I told you to do the way I told you to do it. That's all I'm saying. So let me take this sip of water, and we're going to move on to this Five of Swords over here with my favorite godmommy. I love my godmom. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you the colorful lessons that I've learned throughout this life with her. So here we go. Five of Swords, y'all, the Five of Swords. And I'm showing you the cards because, although I could very well just do all of the divining on this reading, I'm not going to because it's not a part of what I'm supposed to teach. Everybody has a way in which they're supposed to teach. And for me personally, I'm supposed to give you all of the information at the same time. So let's talk about this Five of Swords. Here it go. Theft is a big theme for this card. Someone has absconded with something important, often right under your nose. When we live in a community or with families, it is hard to see these kinds of things coming. It gets even more complicated if we are hoarding something we could share but don't want to. Oya and Shango were lovers. Oya was the only woman strong and fierce enough to match Shango's fire, warrior nature, and passion. Together, they were unstoppable when they rode in the battle. They were unstoppable when they rode in the battle. Though most people say that Shango is the lightning, my elder suggests it really belongs to Oya because she is the better warrior. And Shango likes to take the easy road. So she goes first, and Shango shows up after as the thunder. Shango was also a talented musician who kept his secret fire in a gourd hidden away from everyone. One day, Oya found this stash and decided to try it out. As she played with the powder, she found herself able to breathe fire. Realizing she had gained access to all his powers, she decided to keep them for herself. Let me tell you. Listen, so divining, sharing powers with others is complicated business. It is not easy to trust that things will go well. When this fear shows up, people covet what you have and will try to take it from you. It is important to decide whether you or they are being greedy. It might be both of you. Trade secrets are at risk of being stolen. Your lovers is thinking about leaving you, and your family wants to take what should be yours. So if you giving folk an opportunity to find out what all your talents are, that's where your first mistake is. You heard me. Your first mistake is right there. Because what you can't do is ask me what all my talents are anymore and think I'm going to answer the question. I used to before I was healed, but now I'm healed. I ain't going to answer the question for you. Why? Because I'm not going to tell you what you can take from me. Got my oil taught me that one. So let's move on to the Knight of Wands real quick. The person this card shows up gets things done. Y'all heard me. It's getting things done. They have a clarity of focus that is sometimes off-putting to others. At times, they may have a gruffness that even offends people. It all comes from their belief that getting things done is more important than people's feelings. During larger ceremonies, the amount of work is seemingly boundless. There are weeks of preparations, days of ceremony and cooking, and then the cleanup after 50 people have all lived and worked together for a weekend. One of the most often overlooked parts of this work is the proper disposal of the ceremonial remains. Each might be marked for a specific location. Ideally, they are taken far away from where the ceremony was done and placed where they will not be found later, disturb the neighbors, or pollute nature. The children of the Orisha, known as the warriors, Elegua, Ogun, and Akusi, are often called on to help with this process. Elegua and Ogun are referred to in songs as the ones who carry the load. Their priests are said to have the ability to handle the energy of all this work well. I don't know. This is a sign, y'all. This is signs, right? So divining. The person has great energy and focus, but others do not understand them. They are at times lacking in social graces in a way that may limit them. Being stronger than others is a blessing and a curse that can open doors or bring about competition and jealousy. Traveling for work, others rely on you. Do not let them down or let them take advantage. Trust in your strength, but do not use it all up. Knowing the best places to go is a gift. So again, y'all got a lot going on with this. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna move to the side. I want to spend time and interpret everything, but I'm gonna give it to you the way it's laid quite flat, because I'm telling you the interpretation straight out of the book is giving me what I need on this trauma day. I don't even know what to tell you on this Trauma Terror Thursday. So the sun. I asked for a major arcana, y'all. It showed up, the sun. In the sun card, we find nourishment freely given from the source of life on earth, the sun. This is a card of ease, connection, and innocence. Some versions of this card show children playing, and in others, lovers meeting. The sun is a symbol of Orun, heaven. In the Lukumi traditions, it is the home of the creator. In this card, we see people gathered to perform a ceremony called Nangario or Nangari. It's Nangare. I'm trying my best, y'all. This ceremony is one of the few times the creator is ever directly addressed in ritual. Traditionally, this would be performed on the first day of the year and during the initiation of priests. We here see priests leading the ceremony in song and prayer. Each person will take turn saluting Oludumare, the owner of breath. Before drinking some of the shared offering, the group also sings together. So hopefully y'all can see this beautiful artwork that's going on here. So let's talk about the divining. This card speaks to our connection to the creator. No matter how far we may feel from them, in a positive position, it speaks of celebrations and opening up to new levels of consciousness. In a negative position, it can point to problems only the highest powers can help with. Your conscious, highest perspectives, a need for community support and leadership. So if you were thinking about doing a job, I suggest you get out there and do it. If you were saying that I'm going to put this off until tomorrow, well, it sounds like today is a great day to start. Because you have blessings that are literally waiting for you. Waiting for you. Literally waiting for you. They waiting for you. That's all I got. So here we go. 4 swords, y'all. And this card it's the stuff. I love this card. In the 4 swords, we run into compromises we must live with. It is a card where we find ways to step away from conflict and bring about a truce. In the Orisha traditions, Ogun carries this quality within his nature. At one point in his story, he was rage-filled, destructive force, quarreling with everyone and taking what he wanted. Things reached a breakdown when he raped his mother, Yamaya. Afterward, he vowed to work tirelessly for humanity and progress in an attempt to make amends. He set out and cut the first roads, the trees, and began the process of invention and progress that continues to this day. As the Orisha associated with iron, he works at his forge to make trains, cars, and planes that can get us where we need to go. The progress he sets in motion fuels industry and invention, allowing for so many of the wonderful things of modern life. Yet, as we know, progress and industrialization brings its own cost. The world continues to be polluted and deforested. Climate change is an inevitable force, and we are struggling to reconcile with. Time will tell if we will have the capacity to address it. So that's just what this is going on right here, right? So let's talk about your divining. Look, let's talk about the divining, y'all. It is important to look at what we need and the costs that come from making things happen. Our use of technology provides connection at an unprecedented level, but the precious metals required for our smartphones come with a large environmental cost. Rash decisions, acting from anger, or deciding things hurriedly will lead to long-standing consequences. Using reason in a cool head will allow for better outcomes. A time of progress and growth, peace after conflicts, atonement for mistakes made, and contracts and agreements. So some of you may be going ahead and ending a few bad investments, and that's okay. But how you end those bad investments is whether or not you're going to block your road to more. Don't do yourself no favors by going ahead and blowing up the office because you're on your way out the door. Just gracefully leave. Here we are with the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. And this is probably, I feel like this is exactly what I was saying. With this card, a celebration is announced. Something good is happening and people should get together to honor the good news. Food, drink, and laughter are important parts of bringing people closer together and building community. At many important ceremonies, people will sit for a formal meal. These events are structured and have many rules. At all of them, the younger priests or people serve their elders. At funerals, people sit in order of initiatory age with a place left for the departed priest. It is a time to catch up on gossip, questions, debate theology, and enjoy being with each other. In our busy modern life, it is harder to make time to sit and enjoy a meal with friends. These formal meals may last for hours. Everyone stays where they are until the elder running the event declares it's over. So we all remember being at grandma's house every Sunday night. I'm just going to put it out there, right? This card, and this is the divining. This card certainly announces good outcomes and things to be celebrated. It also speaks to the idea of social interactions. If there is a problem around this card, it has to do with people, their actions, and questions of status. In life, there is often some kind of social hierarchy. It may be about popularity, class, gender, money, power, or looks. In this card, we run into these issues head on. In the traditional religious settings, these hierarchies are explicit. As we walk around the world, they are more often implicit and felt than spelled out. Good news from family and friends, big things accomplished, invitation to parties and events, and a need to gather people together. So if you were not going to a thing because of the people that was there, go to the thing because the people that was there have an opportunity for you. You're going to be talking to some folks. That's all I got. So your final card is the Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Now, this is the 12th card on the 11-11. This is the 12th card on 11-11 for you, okay? Life is pleasant and easy when we see the Six of Cups. It speaks of good things that make life enjoyable on a daily level. Being a card of harmony and peace, this relaxed contentment makes everything easier to deal with. Being calm is a deeply valued trait in the Orisha traditions. Tutu is often translated as coolness. It speaks of those things that remove the gabbana, the heat, from a person or situation. It is so important that most prayers open with a libation of water and an invocation of this coolness. To paraphrase the prayer, we say, cooling water, cool our road, cool our ashe. Refresh our house, cool elegua, so we may not see death. Living in this calmness allows us to grow and evolve. It makes the growth of our wisdom and skill possible. It deepens our ashe or spiritual power. It is seen as one of the cornerstones of building good character. It doesn't mean being a saint and not enjoying life, but instead highlights inner peace. So if you decide that you're done with your trauma, that's cool. Because you on this road right here. This is your 12th card. So divining. Life is to be enjoyed, and this person needs to explore what is getting in the way of that. Sometimes it is an external situation that needs to be changed, like getting a new job. Other times it's our expectation and emotional habits that need to be changed. Are we expecting everything to be over the top wonderful? Is our pessimism souring life? A good time that should be enjoyed, simple pleasantries that ease the heart and mind, a need for rest and ease amidst the busyness of life, and spiritual growth and peace. So if you came here for your trauma terror message, you got it. You got it. You got 12 cards. That's what it came down to on this day. 12 cards, and that's what it came down to on this day. So thank you, Orisha Tarot. Thank you for the Orisha Tarot right here. Because from what I'm seeing in this reading, and I'll just take a moment to let you digest that from beginning to end, you're moving through this trauma very well. You have the support that you need. It's the work that you got to put in that's stopping you from getting where you want to be. And I'll be honest, there are a lot of people who are just like, I want to keep putting in all the work. Well, who else going to live your life, boo-boo? And that's not being rude, but who else is going to live your life? Who else is going to be able to get you to this inner peace? Who else is going to be able to tame your ashe? Who else is going to be able to help you see the deception that's happening and not make those choices? Who else is going to help you prepare to live the way you say you want to live? You. So take these messages as they resonate. Some of them might not resonate for a few of y'all, and that's cool. But as far as the rest of the collective, this is what your Trauma Terror Thursday look like. It looks like you got some really great ideas, some really big bangs happening, and all you need to do is stay loyal to your belief. You need to stay loyal to your process. You need to stay loyal to you. So thank you so much, y'all, for joining me for my Trauma Terror Thursday. I got 12 cards out for y'all. Thank you so much. All right, I'll be seeing you.